Hello everyone and welcome to our webinar, Great Hair, Do Care, latest updates on hair science with Peptan. My name is Florencia Moreno Torres. I'm Global Business Development Manager at Rousselot Health and Nutrition. And today I'm going to walk you through some of our latest findings and pioneering research on hair care. Before we begin, I would like to give you a little bit of a background on Rousselot and our parent company, Darling Ingredients. Darling is the world's leading producer of sustainable natural ingredients, and Peptan, which is produced by Rousselot Health and Nutrition, is the ultimate sustainable upcycle ingredient. Why? Well, because we take animal side streams that otherwise would be discarded and we give them new life. We transform them into functional ingredients of the highest quality. Rousselot features a truly global presence. As you can see from this map, we have 11 plants with quality and sensory control laboratories, 10 sales offices. Our headquarters are located in Zon in the Netherlands. And on top of this, we have an R&D center and a pilot plant in Ghent in Belgium and application labs in Belgium, in China, and in Brazil. So, having given a little bit of an introduction of our company, let's get to the hot topic of the webinar, beauty. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? I'm pretty sure we all have heard this phrase and is not surprised. For centuries before and for centuries to come, beauty has been a hot issue on top of the mind of people. We can see this, of course, reflected in the very good-looking market that is beauty from within. The market size of beauty from within supplements, for example, in 2022 globally is 5.8 billion and is forecast to grow at a 5% from 2022 to 2027. So clearly a very dynamic, very important market. Now, when consumers are asked about their beauty-related concerns globally, this is what we find. 28% of consumers claim to be worried about wrinkles, 27% about loss of elasticity, 25% about dry patches, and 20% about thinning hair. So quite some concerns over there. Now, the good news is that in this case, ingredients such as Peptan are compatible with key beauty concerns. Also, Peptan is a premium ingredient and it features observed efficacy. We have run a wide range of clinical studies, consumer research that have proven a wide range of benefits as well in the terms of beauty from within. Now, what's all the fuss with collagen? What have we seen in the market? Well, actually, it's a very important point. Collagen per se is not a new ingredient. It has been used for centuries. But what is really true is that in the last decade, it has gotten a major lease of life and a huge spike on popularity. What you're looking in this graph are Google Trends. So this means the amount of times that people go on their laptops or their smartphones and Google keywords like collagen or collagen peptides. We can see that in the last years, from 2012 to 2022, the amount of searches around collagen have increased dramatically. It has actually become so popular that it's not surprising to see celebrities or influencers becoming ambassadors of key collagen peptides brands or even launching their own collagen peptides brands. I'm looking at you, Jennifer Aniston, and one of the Kardashians. So just to give a few examples. But why is collagen so important? Well, actually, collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies. It's the glue that keeps us together. It gives strength, cohesion, and elasticity to skin and different tissues. As you can see in this infographic, we are pretty much walking and talking collagen ourselves. If we take a look at the skin, 75% of the skin is collagen, 75% of joint cartilage is collagen, 85% of our tendons, also collagen, and 90% of the organic mass of the bones, you guessed it, also collagen. But then if we are full of collagen, where's the catch? Well, the bad news is that the body's ability to replenish collagen decreases with age. Between 20 and 30 years old, depends also on the person, our endogenous collagen production starts to drop year after year. And that's when we start to see wrinkles or our knees start to crack or my hair is not the way it used to be before, and so on. But it is in this moment that supplementation becomes key. In this case, Peptan, bioactive collagen peptides, features holistic benefits. And that's also a beauty of Peptan. It's one ingredient, multiple benefits. So actually, Peptan gives benefits in beauty from within, but it also gives benefits in joint health, bone health, overall mobility, benefits in sports nutrition. Think about reducing muscle soreness after exercise, for example, or even improving performance, and overall health and wellness lifestyle goals. But as you saw from the title of this webinar, the key topic today is beauty, and in beauty we will focus. In several clinical studies, Peptan collagen peptides have been demonstrated to increase the quality of skin beauty as well as bring hair care benefits. In a nutshell, we have seen healthy aging benefits, including wrinkle reduction, improvement in moisturization and hydration, improvement in texture, including suppleness, and increased hair strength and beauty. Now, with this, I would like to zoom on hair. First of all, what's the market potential of hair beauty? Well, the market potential is that 30% of all the beauty from within products launched out there, think about supplements and functional food and beverages, 30% of all these launches are actually focused in hair beauty. So that's quite an important amount. And when we look at the compound annual growth, we find that for the last 5 years, well, 21 to 2025, there is an average annual growth on hair beauty product launches of 10%. So quite a dynamic market. But what do consumers have to say about this? Taking a look at the Innova Market Insights Beauty and Personal Care Survey, we looked across different countries, and people were asked if they would consider or are already consuming hair care supplements. We can see in these results a wider range of countries, from Australia to Brazil, China, Germany, Spain, United States, etc. So we see countries like Brazil, where 73% of the people is already consuming or would consume a hair care supplement. Places like Australia, where 60%, in United States, almost 60%. And then you have countries in the lower end, for example, Japan with 17%, which is still quite a rich number of a consumer pool that would consume these hair care supplements. If we take a little bit of an average, we can find that globally 1 in 2 consumers would take or is already taking a supplement for hair care. But the next question is, who are actually these consumers? Let's talk a little bit about the consumer profiles. First, we have what I like to call the usual suspects. So the usual suspects are mature women that are going through menopause or perimenopause. So in this stage of life, there are a lot of hormonal changes. In this case, for example, a decrease estrogen levels, and this affects the hair attributes. So there are more things like hair loss, thinning, breakage, etc. Then we also have new mothers. I'm pretty sure if you have had kids yourselves or your partner or your friends and sisters and so on, this is a hot topic for new mothers. After the child has been born, there's also a very strong change in hormones, and this, of course, is reflected on the quality of the hair. Then we also have Gen Z, millennial, and younger X women, because let's face it, it doesn't matter at which stage of your life you are, you want to have the best hair you can have. And especially in these situations, you are straightening your hair, maybe you blow dry it every day. So there's a lot of stress happening in the hair, and it's on top of the mind to keep it as nice as possible. And last but not least, we have also millennial and Gen X men. We have already said this in presentations before, especially when we are talking about beauty, but it's no surprise that men also want to be beautiful. They also want to feel pretty. And it's also no surprise that majority of men are affected by progressive hair loss throughout their life. So if we are able to propose them something, to convince them of taking a product that is going to help them with this, then we already have big chance of getting them in the pocket. So as you can guess from this picture, and that's one of the beauties of hair beauty or hair care, is that actually the market segment, the demographics that you can target with a hair care or hair beauty product is quite wide. And now let's talk about science. So when we talk about hair beauty, it's very important to keep two things in mind. You have the hair from the outside, so to speak. So think about shampoos, conditioners, mascaras. That's great. That's a great thing to have. That's a great thing to use. But that's only one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, it's truly beauty from within. Why? Because beautiful hair starts from the root, as we are about to see in this image. So sitting deep in the dermis, the hair follicle receives its nutrients via the bloodstream to produce beautiful and strong hair. So pretty much the hair follicles get the food through the bloodstream, and that's why nutrition is so important. Now, factors like lifestyle and or aging may cause hair fibers to become thinner, less resistant to stress factors, and hair loss. So this is why it's so important to take the right nutrition to keep your hair nice, not just with outside help, but also with inside help. And it's in here where an ingredient such as Peptan collagen peptides, which is proven and observed to be bioavailable, meaning that they are easily absorbed into our bodies after ingestion, and then they are found in the bloodstream from which they go to target tissues to exert their benefits. Now let's talk a little bit about mechanisms of actions. We have known for ages that collagen peptides are good for hair beauty. But to be honest, the science out there into the mechanism of action of how they make this precisely happen is not or has not been widely investigated. In this context, Rousselot worked on a pioneering study together with Monasterium Laboratory. Monasterium Laboratory is a very prestigious world-leading CRO, which stands for Clinical Research Organization, in the field of skin and hair research. Monasterium Lab features the highest certifications needed to ensure a high quality in their preclinical and clinical services, and you can see this quality reflected in the fact that in the last 7 years, they have published more than 170 studies. But what was the actual study about? Well, we took Peptan. Peptan, as you see it in a powder or in a functional food and beverage, so we took Peptan, and we mimic digestion. So in order to use a product in this study that is as similar as the product that your body would receive when you digest it, we pass it through this digestion mimicking system, and then we obtain digested Peptan, as you can see here. So that's very important, and that's quite novel for these kind of studies. Then we took this digested Peptan and we ran in vitro studies on hair follicles. What's very important as well is that we focus not only on female hair follicles, but also on male hair follicles. And from here, we took a look to see what this digested Peptan effect was amongst the hair follicles. What did we find? Well, it was found that supplementation with Peptan keeps the hair follicle younger by inhibiting death of hair-producing cells. As you can see from this graph, we have two sections. We have the control hair follicles, so these ones were not treated with digested Peptan. And on the other side, we have the hair follicles that were treated with digested Peptan. You can see some colors over there. The colors that you see, depending on the height, is the percentage of dead hair-producing cells. We can clearly see that the control group that did not receive Peptan had a higher percentage of dead hair-producing cells. This difference was actually even statistically significant. Based on this, our scientific study on human hair follicles revealed that Peptan could indeed influence hair loss in both men and women. And this makes it very, very relevant for our consumers. But in practice, what have we found in other clinical studies or even consumer research? We ran a study in Brazil to take a look into hair strength. What we did is that we worked with a group of Brazilian women that had different kind of hair types, and they were taking 5 grams of Peptan for 3 months. What was found is that after these 3 months, compared to the placebo group, there was a 13% increase in the mechanical strength of hair. So another benefit observed from Peptan consumption. Furthermore, we ran a study in the UK, which we call the Peptan Experience. In this study, we worked with 120 British women, also from different kinds of hairs. Their age was between 30 and 60 years old, and they were taking 5 grams of Peptan also for 3 months. After these 3 months, we asked for their opinion and their testimonials around their Peptan experience, and this is what we found. 67% of the participants reported an overall improvement in hair quality. 64% of participants would buy the product, and 69% of them would recommend the product. So we can see very good feedback in terms of percentages. But what did they actually have to say? We asked them for some of the testimonials, and we found, for example, that Anne, a millennial, said, "My hair is the longest it has ever been and shinier." Michelle from Generation X, "I love how my hair now looks shinier." Carly, a millennial, "It's soft and shiny. I have also noticed an improvement in my eyelashes," which that was also a very interesting insight. From Debbie, a millennial as well, "My hairdresser commented that my hair seemed particularly shiny. She did not know I was doing this trial." Shireen, a millennial, "Greatly improved. My hair is shiny." Here we have Caroline, a baby boomer, "Loving the fact that my hair feels fuller." Davina, "General overall improvement." And Julie, "My hair is the best it has ever been." So needless to say, but they were quite satisfied with their results. Now let's talk a little bit about formulation opportunities with Peptan. Peptan is actually quite an ideal ingredient to formulate with because it's a clean label, safe and free from preservatives or additives ingredient. It's traceable. And on top of that, and especially nowadays that consumers are becoming more sustainability aware, Peptan is made with care for the planet and its natural resources. Perhaps you remember from a few slides ago that I commented how Peptan is the ultimate upcycle ingredient by excellence. And this is because it's manufactured by taking animal side streams that otherwise most likely would have been discarded. And it gets transformed into functional ingredients of the highest quality. On top of this, Peptan is convenient and highly versatile. It's neutral in taste and odor, even at very high concentrations. Is heat resistant, is highly stable across a wide range of pH values, is transparent in solution, and it features a fast and superior cold and warm water solubility. So thanks to all of these attributes, you can actually pretty much innovate and formulate anything you can think of using Peptan, be it powders, tablets, capsules, shots, gummies, and much more. So pretty much the sky is the limit when we talk about innovating with Peptan. And as a cherry on top of the pie, Peptan is also very good to mix and match with other functional ingredients. So if you would like to blend with ingredients that feature a health claim in your country, for example, EFSA claims, FDA claims, or other regional claims that you may have, you can take a look at ingredients like, just to name a few, of course, biotin, vitamin A, C, zinc, etc. It's easy to blend, and then you can have a product that features a health claim brought by these other functional ingredients, but on top of that, it brings the functionality of Peptan collagen peptides, and of course, this commercial appeal that collagen peptides is a highlight ingredient. So with this, I would like you to invite you to innovate on hair care from within with collagen peptides. If you would like to know more about beauty from within, hair beauty and hair care with Peptan, you can scan this QR code to download our brochures. And on top of that, I would like to also invite you to follow us in our social media, such as LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. And in here, we are always publishing our latest science, marketing initiatives, and pretty much very interesting stuff in the area of collagen peptides. So hope to see you around there. And thank you for your attention. I wish you all a very nice hair day.